is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Play action. It's Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, now Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Carr. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stafford now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10.
Here's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him, because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Now a play fake. Carr. Looking deep for Julio. And
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Stafford. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's got room. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Carr going to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Carr. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more
points, the tackle, he's got room to run. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Cincinnati. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
This is caught. Touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 42-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by McPherson. Extend this big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick 6 is occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Here's Stafford. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They snap it to Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Stafford. And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And the return will stop right around the 25. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he completes it to Evans. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence looking end zone for Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Cheetah with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And As great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Chidobe with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Stafford going to throw it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine